It's 7:01. Hi. It says unable to connect. Well, I turned everything off and put everything back on. It looks like I'm streaming, but it says on Facebook it can't connect, so I'm turning it off and I'm turning it on. And I'm online. I'm live with YouTube. Sending data. Oh, I'm online. Hey guys. Hi. Just a little technical difficulties. It's only because my technician decided to stay home and eat a good dinner instead of having dinner with his mother. Okay.
Yes, you are live on Facebook and YouTube. I can see it.
Okay. Thanks, Brian. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. Actually, I'm so glad I'm able to do this. We are going to have fun tonight. We are going to make a fun fold card. Let me see, where's my sample is here. My friend Jan, ooh, let me turn comments on, see if anybody's here. Okay, chat is on, but type a message. I'll just say, hey, hey. So if you're here, say hi. If you're not, that's okay. Okay, so anyway, this is a card we'll be making. The nanas and mamas are going to be making it in this pretty coral color. And what's cool about it, it's a fun fold because when you open it up, it has all these steps. But what's different about it is it has this part here that is attached there. It is so cool. It is like the fanciest card that we have made so far here. So we are going to get started right now. I see Connie. Hey, Connie, how are you doing? Woohoo! Great card. So the things that you're going to need, and it's going to be very, very important that you follow the, not folding, but the scoring directions like really well because I had trouble with that, and we don't want you to have the trouble that I had for sure. Now where I'm going now is to my no. To get the directions here. Okay, so oops, the dimensions for the card. Here we go. So you are going to need a piece of cardstock, and the cardstock is only one big slice of cardstock is only going to make one card, but it's okay. So you have a piece of cardstock, and it is 11 inches long, so that's the length of your card, and then it is 5 1/4 inches wide. What I forgot to do until I just remembered now, you're supposed to take your whole card here and you're supposed to mount it onto a quarter sheet of cardstock, which is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. I didn't do that, so you're going to have a little smaller card. Oops, you're not supposed to see that one yet. Okay, so you're going to score your cardstock at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, so 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/2, and then the last score is going to be at 7. And then you're going to, well, when it folds up, well, we'll get back to that. So that is 1 3/4 by 2 3. No, oh my gosh, I can't even read it. 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/2, and 7. So that's your scoring. The other thing you're going to need is the same color. This is going to be 2 1/2 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and you're going to score it at 2 1/2. So you have a little thing like that. Then you're going to need some white cardstock, and this is going to be for the inside of your card. So it's usually 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be the inside of your card there. You're going to need some designer series paper, and these are cut at, you're going to need 2, which I don't even know if I put that down there. Oh well. 1 1/2 by 5. So 1 1/2 by 5. Right. And then you're going to need 2 more matching, or something that's going to be light colored and not a whole lot of stuff going on with it, because you're going to be putting it on the front of your card. And this is going to be 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 because it's going to be onto here. So there is our cardstocks and things that we need for tonight's card. I'm gonna get rid of this little mouse, not because it's squeaking. So, hey, Debbie Ives, how are you, Debbie? And Connie's here too. Thanks for tuning in. This card is so much fun. So I'm gonna put aside all my pieces, and I'm not gonna lose them. And you guys, you know that Monday nights are to use your stash. So, believe it or not, this is like DSP from this previous free DSP when you had a $100 order and it was say hello or hello there. This is from 2 years ago for this pretty plaid thing going on, and that was from guess again, you're right, it was Celebration paper. So here we go. We are going to take our cardstock that we have and we are going to fold it into an accordion fold. So we're going to take, I think the easiest thing to do is to, well, take this first fold here and you're going to fold, well, it's not your first one, this is a 7-inch one. You're going to fold it over here, take your bone folder, and you're going to give it a good crease. Then you're going to take the next fold and you're going to fold it, give it a good crease, accordion folded here, and then accordion folded here. So when you do that, you want to crease it really, really well, and you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels and then your base card. So you're going to take your white piece. Oh, hi Jen. Hi Jan, join the fun. So you're going to take your white piece and we're going to just put it into our card. So you're going to put your glue. I do not have any of my Tombow glue. I have no idea. Connie knows. I had a flood in my basement last week when I was getting ready for my Saturday class, and I put stuff somewhere. Well, it's still somewhere. I just don't know where that somewhere is. So I have to use other type supplies that, unfortunately. So now we have our base, our white cardstock put onto our base. We are now going to close our card. Well, first we're going to get our long DSPs out. And we're going to flip them over to the side. In my case, it's the heart side. So for Nana and Mama. And Tom, I know you're going to make me put some comments in there to show that if I'm going too fast. So I put glue on both of those panels. I'm going to just gently put this one aside so I don't, mess it up. So we're going to close our card, and then we're going to put our, is this called plaid paper? Is this called plaid, or is it window pane? What kind of, I want to say, what kind of plaid is that? Excuse me, I have the hiccups. So now we have the first panel on the first part of the panel. We have our first DSP. Now we're going to open it up. We're going to count to 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. On this third panel, we're going to take that other piece of Designer Series paper that we put glue on, and we're going to put that in the middle of there. There we go. And I'm gonna here squish it down, have all that thing. There we go. And now if you see, we have the first panel, nothing on the second one, the DSP on the third, and an empty on the fourth. So we're going to take that piece and we're going to put it aside. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of 2.5 by 5 that's scored at 2.5, and we're going to adhere both of these smaller squares, 2.25 by 2.25, in the middle there. So again, we're going to take our glue. I feel like I'm swimming in something. Glue itself, I'm so slow. You guys, is it ever going to get warm out there? 14 degrees when you woke up yesterday. I'm like, no, 14 degrees, no. That's like, no, that's not March. March goes in like a lion and out like a lamb, right? April? Yeah. March comes in like a lion, out like a lamb. Well, right now it is still being a lion. And I'm not very happy, as you can tell. I am ready for spring. Are you guys ready for spring? Let's get rid of those words.
Slow down.
Okay, you can put words in there. Okay, looking like I'm going a little too fast right now, but what I'm going to do is talk to you guys about spring or about the lack of spring. My mom came to my class on Saturday. I did that Connie was there and she brought her friend Kathy. My mom was there and then another gal, her name is Wendy. And my mom kept saying, so what do you guys do in Minnesota in the winter time? I mean, in the springtime. She goes, it might as well be winter because it's so cold. I can't get out and plant. She has been dying to get out in her garden and plant. So in like a lamb this year, and so it will go out like a lion. It came in like a lamb. You're right, Jan. How sad is that? You're going to decorate one of these squares, and you're going to decorate the left side one. If you notice on here, I have my panels here, and then we're going to decorate the left-hand side here. Oh, Jan ordered Annual some curtains already. They're going to freeze before. So I'm going to decorate this one. I'm going to take my hello there. This was cut from that paper that I got from Celebration 2 years ago. Remember this paper here with all the tulips, and then it had umbrellas and all this kind of stuff. It was a fun pack, and I'm addicted to paper. So I'm going to take my dimensionals. You could or you can't. You don't have to. And I'm going to put on the back of one tulip, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals. Then on my hello there, someday I'm going to put happy birthday. I think I need to start gearing up with the happy birthday. What are you guys' favorite sentiments? But then I keep reading Jan's words, and I'm like, oh, I really want to talk about, so this gal, her name is Wendy, she suggested, this is too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my snips, and I'm going to cut it in half. Cut that dimensional in half, and I'm going to put half on one. I probably don't need both, but since it's already stuck to my finger. But she suggested getting a bulb garden, which is, you know, they have the tulip bulbs and daffodil bulbs, sometimes paperweights in a bowl, and then you add water, and then you get a spring garden in your room. She suggested that for the moms, and I was like, ooh. And then you know what happens? On Sunday, knock, knock, knock on my door, and who was there? But Wendy brought each of my moms, mom-in-law and mama, a little bulb garden. It was the sweetest thing. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to only decorate my left-hand side. So I put my dimensionals on the back, and Nana and Mama, you don't have to put dimensionals. But I'm going to put my hello there at the bottom. And if you notice, it's kind of hanging off the edge, and that's okay, because it just is. So the next thing is I'm going to put the little tulip in. Take the dimensionals off, or if you don't want to use the dimensionals, you don't have to. And again, it looks as though my tulip is going to hang off the top here. Oh, and I had asked, what are your favorite sentiments you use? And Brian is watching, because he knows if he doesn't, I'm going to screw up again. He said sentiments of gratitude. I should really send him a big thank you card and a box of chocolates for helping me out so much. Then I'm going to take my little, what do you call that? My leaf, and I'm going to put it off to the side. We're going to wait to the end to put on any, I have these pretty, I don't even know what these called. I lost the container it came in, but I think they're some kind of faceted jewels. They may be iridescent faceted jewels. I'm not sure. But I'm going to decorate that later. So I'm going to ask that question. Bang on the floor, Tom, if you guys are ready to move on to the next part, because it is kind of a one you kind of have to pay attention to. So bang on the floor if you're ready. Oh, iridescent gems. So it's not the faceted iridescent gems, even though it is faceted. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate that. And then thinking of you. That's kind of like the hello there is kind of like a thinking of you. It's kind of a generic, you know, if you don't want to send birthday cards and stuff. So, okay, so Tom, while I know that you're listening to me, could you at least just bang on the floor so I know you can hear me? How does that sound? And while we're waiting for a reply. Oh, he can hear me, so now bang on the floor if you are ready to move on. Okay, boy, that was a loud bang. Say, Jan, what kind of annuals did you order? That's kind of a fun thing. So while we're waiting for Jan to hear that, the next thing you're going to do is there is your fold line here at the 3 1/2. And you're going to then find the fold that you have on this paper here. And you're going to put your card in the middle of your, like this, so that it looks like this, and your fold line on the top piece of cardstock is going to meet your base at that. So that's where you're going to start there. Then you're going to carefully put glue right here just on this side of your, I don't know, cardstock flap, your middle part. And you're going to press that down. Hold that there for a minute while it dries a little bit. Oh, here's a Zoe hair. Did I ever tell you the story? I worked with special needs kids when well, they weren't that special, but they were just, well, just slow in reading and stuff. But I had this one, and I would have Zoe hair on me because Zoe sheds a lot. And he would pick the hair off of it, and then he would pet it. And he'd says, "Hi, Zoe, how are you?" I loved him, and I loved that he would do this. And he did it more than once. "Hi, Zoe." Just petting the hair. So now you know. Okay, so now what we're going to do, the same thing but to the other side, is we're going to close our card and we're going to put glue on the other side. Just like that. We're going to hold it there for a minute. Oh, it's a fundraiser for your granddaughters. You ordered both flowers, herbs, and greenery. Wow, what kind of greenery? I suppose those... Okay. Suppose those, the only thing I can think of is sweet potato plants that you put in and trail. Okay, so now here's your card. Oh my gosh, I think we're done. Oh. Oopsie, I didn't wait long enough for that to stay. So you do want to wait for that. Ideally, you would put a sentiment in the middle here so that when you close the card, you can't see. So hello there, my friend. Hello there, or happy birthday. Have a nice day, or whatever. Oops, it still didn't stay. Okay. Purple fountain grass. Ooh, that's pretty. I assume you're going to put, I'm going to have to shut this and put more glue on here. I assume you're going to put those in pots, the flowering grass. Who else landscapes or does stuff to their yards? Does anybody have, I know that Connie's favorite thing is like, if I have to mow it, water it, trim it, I don't want it. Or something like that. Or shovel it or something like that. Believe it or not, we're finished here. I'm going to wait to do that. But if you want to now, you can take some of the... I wanted to show you this little picker tool that if you were to buy the Take-A-Pick, this makes it easy to get gems off. You kind of press the pointer part. I'm going to put one here. By the way, this card was inspired by a YouTube person named gosh, I forget her name, but she is, Jan, you suggested me watching her. She did this with the ladybugs. Her name is, I don't know, but oh my gosh, Jan, what is the name of that lady that you told me to watch? I don't remember. Oh boy, the brain is just spaghetti, but I think you hear that from me every week. So here we have this card. I'm going to again wait for that to dry. And this is kind of a variation on this. This is actually in the catalog now. The tulips, Time for Tulips paper. You guys, I'm really butchering the names. Tool Cool Stamping by Angie. Tool Cool Stamping. You're right about that, Connie said. Okay, and this paper was from there. I believe that this is the opposite side of this one. And this again was cut from that paper from last time. So what am I doing here? I am mixing up all of my, oh no, this is a different paper besides, but it's still matched. I love Stampin' Up! And how everything matches with that, with their colors. So here we have that and the hello there. And again, it opens up. So it gives it a little bit of a, kind of the same with the tulips on there, but a little bit different with that. But then I'm like, oh, you know what? I never make masculine cards. I should make one. So I did. Check this one out. And this is with, I took out the stamp set this time. The Artfully Layered. It has this fun things, these fun sayings, and then these leaves. But the best part, of course, is the die cuts that are in here. You get two different kinds of texture. You've got these fun leaves going on. This one here is this one here. This one cuts a really cool one out. I think I put it in here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh no. Oh yeah, I did have them in here. I have to play with this so much more. But here are two of the ones that were cut out. I just shoved them in there so I wouldn't lose them. But isn't that so wonderful? Kind of mimics this one here. I'm going to be, I should ask that, put that out there for you guys. So this is the, again, Artfully Layered. I want to do, maybe in the month of April, I'll choose a day, either the morning or the afternoon. I'm going to take a poll with you guys here. You tell me what you think would be the best time, but do one of the ink stamps and paper, SIP, stamps, ink and paper, SIP card, and then a middle one that is for the normal stamper like me, that you add a little bit, you know, punches or layers or something, and then the third card would be for the avid stamper, where they kind of, well, okay, so this is really me, who owns like every tool in the catalog, and then that's the first page they go to, and the new catalog is the stuff in the back. So, great guy. Oh, hi, Autumn. You joined us. I have to tell Autumn it's your fault that I made 3 cards this week, because you do it, and I love your alternatives all the time. But anyway, if I were to do another live that you can always watch another time, would it be best? Tuesday and Thursday mornings are out because I work, but in the morning on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, or in the afternoon, any afternoon. So the month of April, I want to do the 3 different cards: SIP, stamp, ink, and paper. I want to say normal, but that's not the really one. And then the real name for it, and then the avid one. So that I do that 4 different times. But I want to definitely do it with this Artfully Layered card. And then I think too, they have the Waves of the Ocean that has been out there on Facebook with the waves. And then another one with beach scenes with, I was going to have it all out here. Maybe this is why I'm like not $1 million seller, because I could never remember the words. But I was working on one today with the beach scenes, and then the other stamps that has the palm trees. I thought that would be fun. Normal, casual, thank you, Autumn, and casual, thank you, Jan. So we have our SIP, casual, and avid. But these aren't SIP, anyway. But I liked my guy card. It does say happy birthday. And the paper is very fun. And when I make these cards, is it terrible? I don't know if you guys do this, but I try to find the ones that I'm least happy about because I don't want to cut into the ones that are my favorites, which is probably why I have like a lot of paper left because I don't want to use it, even though you get 2 sheets in each package. But anyway, that should be it. Let me know what day you think would be the best to do a morning one. I'm looking at a Wednesday morning and wondering, not that you guys have to join along, that's not what I mean. I mean, if you were out there in regular world, Autumn, you have kids, so that would be hard to do something in the morning anyway. But you could catch my live after. Whoopsie, it's way up here. I'm going to say goodbye for now because all I am doing now is rambling. Have a wonderful week. And next week's card is going to be like 2 cards in one. It's going to show you a little card, and then the next card is the same little card inside of the big card. And when you open it up, it kind of explodes. It is so much fun. And I almost did it tonight, but I like this one too much. So anyway, have a good week. Don't do your garden until it gets to be, I think it's 80 degrees, so that the poor little bumblebees and bees that are hibernating will not be disturbed until it's time. No bee before it's time. Teaser. Autumn, you're funny. And there's Debbie. Oh, you guys have a great 27 minutes. Have a great week. Bye now.